Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money, success, and happiness into their lives almost effortlessly, while others keep struggling no matter how hard they try? Two people can live in the same city, have the same job, work the same hours, and yet their experiences with wealth and abundance can be completely different. One person always feels stuck, always worried about bills, always chasing after opportunities that seem to slip away. The other person flows through life with ease. They attract new chances, they meet the right people at the right time, and money seems to come to them like a natural friend. What is the real difference? The answer is not luck, and it is not intelligence. The answer is vibration. Everything in life is energy. Science tells us this. At the smallest level, where quantum physics studies particles, everything is vibration. Your thoughts vibrate, your emotions vibrate, your words vibrate, and yes, even money vibrates. Everything carries a frequency, just like a radio station. If you tune your radio to the wrong frequency, you will never hear the song you want. In the same way, if your vibration is low, you cannot experience the abundance, peace, and freedom you desire. What you vibrate is what you attract. When you vibrate scarcity, life reflects scarcity. When you vibrate abundance, life reflects abundance. The secret is not in money itself. Money is just paper, metal, or numbers on a screen. What gives it power is the meaning you attach to it. For one person, $100 might mean survival, a week of groceries. For another, it means almost nothing at all. The money did not change, but the meaning did. This is where most people fall into the trap. They put money on a pedestal. They worship it. They see it as the ultimate key to happiness, freedom, or success. And the more they do this, the more they create separation between themselves and what they want. That separation lowers their vibration. It pushes abundance away instead of bringing it closer. Think of two people with the same goal. Sarah wants to make $10,000 this month. She tells herself, once I reach that number, then I'll finally feel free. But every morning she checks her bank account and sees the gap between where she is and where she wants to be. That gap makes her anxious. She feels stress and lack, and she lives in the vibration of not having enough. James also sets the goal of $10,000, but he takes a different approach. Instead of waiting to feel free later, he decides to feel free now. He celebrates small wins. He feels grateful for what he already has. He works with passion, not fear. His vibration is higher, lighter, and more magnetic. And because of that, opportunities flow to him much faster. Who do you think reaches the goal more easily? It is James, not because he is smarter, but because he is aligned. Money is emotional. This is the part nobody talks about. It is not just a number in your account. It represents feelings. For one person, $10,000 means safety. For another, it means freedom. For someone else, it means status or success. This is why money feels so heavy. It carries your fears, your hopes, and your dreams. But here is the truth. If money carries fear for you, it will slip away. If money carries joy, gratitude, and love, it will be drawn to you. Ask yourself right now, when you think about money, what do you feel? Do you feel worry, tension, or pressure? Or do you feel ease, gratitude, and possibility? If you feel worry, you are operating in scarcity. Scarcity is like planting seeds in dry soil. No matter how much you plant, nothing grows. But abundance is like fertile ground. When you focus on what you already have, when you water the soil with gratitude, things begin to bloom. Suddenly, you notice opportunities you never saw before. You see new paths opening in front of you, and your energy begins to attract more abundance. Now here is something important. You must dare to dream bigger. If it takes the same amount of energy to imagine making $10 as it does to imagine making $50,000, why not imagine $50,000? Why not expand your vision? The mind has no limit. But here is the warning. Do not let money blind you. If you only obsess about numbers, you will lose sight of the abundance already present in your life. If you cannot feel wealthy with the air you breathe, with the food on your table, with the relationships around you, then no amount of money will ever make you feel wealthy. The finish line will always move. That is why so many wealthy people remain miserable. They have money, but they have not learned how to feel abundance. Gratitude is the shortcut. Gratitude is the vibration of already having. When you say thank you, not just with words, but with your whole heart, you step into the energy of sufficiency. Gratitude says, I already have enough. I already am enough. And when you live in that vibration, the universe responds by giving you more to be grateful for. Gratitude turns scarcity into sufficiency, and sufficiency into abundance. But there's another force just as powerful, and that is passion. Passion multiplies your vibration. Think back to a time when you were lost in something you loved. Maybe you were painting, writing, dancing, or building something. Hours passed like minutes. You felt alive. You felt light. You felt unstoppable. That is the power of passion. In that state, your vibration rises so high that you attract people, opportunities, and yes, even money without trying. The universe loves passion because passion is alignment. When you follow your heart, you open doors that logic alone could never open. This is why money should never be your final goal. The true goal is not the number in your bank account. The true goal is the person you become. It is the emotions you live in. It is the passion you embody. Money is just the echo, the reflection, the byproduct of who you are. When you create value for others, when you serve with your talents, when you show up with passion, money cannot help but come. Because money is energy, and energy follows value. So how do you begin to shift into this energy? Start with simple questions. What emotions am I really seeking from money? Is it safety, freedom, or joy? How can I create those emotions today without waiting for a number? What unique value can I bring to others with my gifts? When you live in these answers, your vibration naturally rises, and when your vibration rises, abundance follows. Let me share a story. There was once a man drowning in debt. Every morning he woke with panic, afraid to open the mail, afraid of the bills piling up. He kept telling himself, once I pay this off, then I can finally breathe. But the more he thought that way, the heavier his energy became. One day, exhausted, he decided to try something new. Instead of starting his mornings in fear, he began with gratitude. He thanked life for the small things, the comfort of his bed, the taste of his coffee, the fact that he was still alive. At first, nothing seemed to change, but little by little his energy shifted. He showed up at work differently. People noticed. New opportunities came. His income grew, and eventually his debt was gone. But notice, the shift did not begin with money. The shift began with vibration. His energy changed first, and then his reality followed. So the truth is simple. Money is not just paper. It is vibration. Wealth is not just numbers. It is energy. Abundance is not outside of you. It begins inside of you. When you stop chasing money and start living abundance, you become magnetic. The world cannot help but respond to your frequency. The real question is not, how do I get more money? The real question is, how can I live in abundance right now? Because when you embody that vibration, money will no longer be something you run after. It will become something that runs after you. And before you leave this moment, pause. Place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. Whisper to yourself, I already am abundant. I already am enough. Carry that feeling with you. Live from it. Act from it. Share it. And watch how your life begins to transform in ways that once felt impossible. Because the secret has never been outside of you. The secret has always been within you, waiting for you to align, to tune, and to vibrate with the energy of abundance. And once you do, money, freedom, and joy will flow into your life like rivers that never run dry.